Welcome to this episode of Little Did You Know Travel. As we fly from Warsaw, Poland to Prague, Czech Republic, we will check out the ground experience at the Warsaw Chopin Airport, do a little bit of airport lounge hopping, fly aboard a LOT Polish Airline Dash 8 aircraft, plus the arrival experience at Prague International Airport. All of that's coming up on this episode of Little Did You Know Travel. Well, it's sunny in Warsaw. It is 7:30 in the morning. I fly out at 8:30 this morning, and I got a car taking me to the airport in less than an hour, but I figured I'm going to eat early. I looked out the window and I woke up and was like, damn, it's nice out. So I'm going to run around, just take some more photos. Not a cloud in the sky right now. Look at that. It's pretty as hell. Heading to Prague today. Short flight. Actually, a pretty short distance, but the flight's about an hour 50 scheduled. It's because I'm on a turboprop aircraft, so it's doesn't go as fast. It's a Dash 8. Not my favorite aircraft. I don't despise or dislike turboprops. It's just they take longer to get there. They're smaller. Overhead bins always an issue, and they do prone to be delayed more often. The weather is good, but the winds are supposed to pick up today. Right now it feels pretty calm. Those planes do like to be guided by the wind. If you haven't checked out part 1 and 2 of Warsaw to see more of the city, check out those videos in the description below. I pre-booked an airport transfer with my hotel, the Raffles Europejski. Now, this was in a Mercedes-Benz. Yeah, it cost a little bit more than a traditional taxi, about 4 times more than an Uber, but I knew they were going to be there in time to pick me up. I knew I would have enough space for my luggage in that car, and I traveled in style. It was very comfortable, and it really didn't cost much more. So check in Europe. Sometimes an airport transfer through your hotel is a little bit cheaper and definitely more comfortable. So here we are at the Warsaw Chopin Airport, LOT Polish Airlines major hub. This is the business class check-in area. If you have a business class ticket, great, you can check in here. But if you hold status with LOT or with a Star Alliance member airline and you have Star Alliance Gold, you can use this very exclusive area. And the line was none. I walked right up and someone helped me right away. How are you? On this particular flight, I'm booked in economy class and I still get these perks with Star Alliance status. You'll also see I have 2 large bags I'm checking in. Well, why do I not travel light? Well, they're full of vodka. To be honest, and I'm not kidding, there's a lot of vodka. That black bag was like just at 50 pounds, but with my Star Alliance Gold status, I was not charged for any excess baggage. Check with your operating carrier's rules to see what you actually get with status and without, to make sure you're not hit with any extra fees. Probably a world record in check-in there, super quick. You'll notice that sign that says Star Alliance Gold Track. Well, not only was this area for Star Alliance Gold members and business class passengers, it led almost directly into a priority security lane, so there was really no line for security either. And the fast track line definitely paid off because the regular line was really long. I made it through in seconds. I mean, literally, it was so quick. So kudos so far to Warsaw Airport and LOT. Quick check-in process, got those bags checked in, got through security, and now heading up the escalator to the lounge. Time for a couple drinks before we fly to Prague. We're in front of the LOT Business Lounge. I have access, even though I'm in economy, because I'm flying as a Star Alliance Gold passenger, so free access into this lounge. So this is operated by LOT. There is a lounge in a lounge in this lounge. Not a lot of people know about it, so it's kind of like what they would call the Senator / Star Alliance Gold Lounge. So business class has the main lounge, and there's a little area. At least there used to be. We'll see if it's open. But let's check out the lounge. To get access to the lounge, I presented my boarding pass to the agent. They scanned it. I was right in. Now, one thing that's really important these days is make sure your frequent flyer number, if you have status, is on your reservation, because there's a lot of automation for fast track lanes and even lounge access. So you want to make sure you have that Star G printed on your boarding pass. Like this special elite lounge within the LOT Polish Airline Lounge, it was automated. I scanned my boarding pass, then I was granted access to this more elite club within the main lounge itself. So make sure that Star G is on your boarding passes. Some more of the continental offering here, some cheeses and meats, and this is the door you enter from the main lounge. There is an unmanned desk with a scanner. That's where you check in to this elite club lounge. Now this is for Star Alliance Gold members and also Miles & Moore's Han and Senators. These little candies are very good if you're there. Take a few. Friends and family like them as gifts. So let's take a look at what was on offer at breakfast here. like these dense pancake things, they weren't the best. I think if it was hot and not like being steamed, it would have been good. Little pre-made cheese omelet was good. The hot dogs floating with leaves, I didn't opt for those. Fresh bread, also quite tasty. Some dried fruits is more the healthier section here. There's some pre-packaged snacks you can take on the flight with you, which I appreciate when lounges do give you pre-packaged stuff. And yeah, I just like that. Now for the drinks, of course, you have the staple sparkling water and still water in Europe, along with Pepsi products and some juices and some yogurts in that cooler. But a full bar early in the morning, really an impressive layer of wine, even some chilled vodka there. So if you do like to drink, it's always a good time to drink in an airport lounge. But yeah, pretty impressive for this small little annexed lounge within the LOT Polish Airlines lounge in Warsaw. But don't get me wrong, the regular lounge is really good. Here's some of the offering. Now, there was a bar area that wasn't open in the morning, but it looks like they're made to order specialty drinks, which is quite cool for a European lounge. Again, the seating area is a little less intimate. This is the main lounge. This is the elite club, more private. So really a solid lounge from LOT Polish Airlines in Warsaw. Now, if you don't have airline status, not flying business class, there are other lounge options if you are a member of a program like Priority Pass. This is one of those. It's the Prelude Lounge. That's what the English translation of this lounge is. Priority Pass has access to a bunch of other programs, plus the option to pay cash to get in. Pretty empty lounge, and overall, a pretty decent selection. Again, alcohol out early in the morning, so even if you have a long layover or have a long time before you board, it might be worth spending a little money to get into this lounge because really there's a lot of stuff here, even a hot buffet. Now, this was getting to the end of breakfast hours, so it's a little more picked over, like these egg white omelets. So I don't really have anything to show you for the afternoon. I'm going to go out on a limb and say there's going to be pierogies. And these floating hot dogs, which are called sausages, in air quotes, are also available in this lounge in like a quiche. So overall, a really nice lounge, a decent layout, some cold items as well, some ham and cheeses and some parfait. And again, I do like that this lounge also had some pre-packaged material to take with you, some candies. There was a sign saying you need to consume it in the lounge. Oops, I took stuff with me anyway. And by the way, there was a really good, a local Polish chocolate. Now, both of these lounges I've showed you today are in the Schengen zone, meaning they're for flights within Europe. Now, if you're flying long haul with LOT to maybe like Chicago or New York, or even to a country that is outside that zone, there are different lounge options at WARSAW Airport. But this one, really open and airy, a good selection. And if you have Priority Pass, definitely a thumbs up. Warsaw, we're at the gate here, getting ready to head to Prague. Flight's on a little turboprop -8. Pretty quick flight. We're going to definitely board by a bus here, which I hate. The gate area is pretty big and kind of empty. Boarding should begin in 4 minutes. We'll see if that actually happens. But these aircraft are 2-2 configuration. It appears that there's 2 rows of business class on this because it is a European flexible business. I'm in row 3, but I do see a -8 over there getting fueled. I bet that's our bird over there. So yeah, off to Prague we go. The boarding process was actually on time and quite efficient. Walk down some steps, board the bus. It's a smaller aircraft, so not many passengers. And yeah, the bus does take a little bit longer, but if you're an aviation geek, you do get to ride around the airport and look out the big bus windows, and sometimes you got to stop and give way to traffic. This is a Bombardier -8 or a Q400. You'll notice that odd marking on the back, that E. Back in the day, there was a subsidiary of LOT Polish Airlines called Eurolot, which is now defunct. So all these -8s are being operated by LOT Polish Airlines currently, but they are being scheduled to be retired in a pretty quick order. So if you're not a fan of turboprops and you're like, I'm not going to pick the Polish airline because they got these turboprops, they're going to be gone within a year. So I kind of like them, but they are a little bit slower in the air. And they're kind of cool to look at. Now, this is after we get off the bus. Of course, you know, not many people, but through that small step and doorway. And that is the ride over to Prague.
Jeżeli mają Państwo pytania lub potrzebują pomocy, prosimy o kontakt. Today our flight will last about 1 hour and 10 minutes. I wish you a pleasant stay on board.
I have done a lot of flights on the Polish airline, and I have enjoyed all of them. And I do have to say, it has a lot to do with the crew. I have flown long haul from Chicago to Warsaw, plus a short little flight like this, the crews are always professional and very friendly. And this airline does offer a lot of inventory or seats for free for partner mileage programs. So if you're looking to hop around Europe on miles, WAW Polish Airlines is going to hook you up. I didn't get a window seat on this flight, so I didn't get a great takeoff shot, but as you can see, we're airborne now. It was a very quick taxi, and that's what I like about Warsaw Airport. On a good day, you can get on board and up in the air pretty quickly. And there you see the beautiful skyline of Warsaw. So as we're taking off, this is an opportunity for me to remind you to hit that subscribe button and support Little Did You Know Travel. Thank you very much. As for personal space, in an economy class on a turboprop, not bad leg room. And now this dude, he was a short man who clearly needed these booster shoes, but he looked comfortable, didn't he? So for a short flight like this, to get a snack service in economy class, super impressed by that. And when an airline does this, it shows they care. So kudos to the Polish airline for a snack, some water, coffee, or tea. Good job, lot. What an enjoyable, quick little flight on this Dash 8 on WAW Polish Airlines from Warsaw to Prague. And I have to say, free stuff in economy, thumbs up, I can't say it enough. And the passengers were orderly and friendly. We disembarked the aircraft again on the apron at Prague, and we have to take a bus over to the terminal.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Václav Havel Airport, Prague, and the Czech Republic. Thank you for using our services today. Passengers who are finishing their journey here in Prague, please kindly proceed to baggage claim area to collect your checked luggage. Passengers continuing their journey, please proceed to your assigned gate or contact the transfer desk of your respective carrier.
So as we take the bus to the terminal, you'll notice that it's pretty empty, and you see like TAP Portugal, a member of Star Alliance. You saw us on LOT, but you don't see any of the national carrier Czech Airlines. And that's because unfortunately Czech Airlines is financially almost desolated right now. They only have a few aircraft left. They kind of act as a charter airline, but in the grand scheme of things, they basically don't exist in the sky, and it's really unfortunate. So if you go to Prague, you're going to be on some other national carrier or some other airline. A lot of the low-cost airlines did move in quickly to Prague because Prague is a tourist mecca for tourists around the world because it is such a cool city. So off the bus into the baggage claim hall. Pretty impressed. My bag was already rotating on the belt the time I walked up to it. There's no passport control because we came from Warsaw, so that's within the EU. The only formalities you have to do is customs. So you'll see that red and green kind of lit archways there. That's indicating if you have anything to declare to customs. But whenever I see a hand sanitizer thing, I'm going to give myself a little free squirt, and I got some. And so your baggage tags, when you check your luggage within Europe, if you're in the same zone, you're going to get green bars down the side. That's a visual indicator to the officers there that your bag was already in the EU, so there's no customs potential issues at all. So a typical European airport here, you're dumped into this welcome hall, and people standing around with signs. I've prearranged a car service from my hotel. I'll talk to you a little bit more about that in a moment because it actually saved me money to book a BMW to take me to my hotel versus a taxi. This is where I get irritated. People stop. They get confused and they stop. There's a line of people behind me. Move, lady. Move. Why did you stop here? Keep moving. This is why I drink. People like this need to just be pushed aside and shouldn't be allowed to travel until they pass a test. To understand, you keep moving. There's my ride right there, and we are off. So unfortunately, Prague doesn't really have a great public transportation system to get you from the main airport to downtown. Really, it's taxis or bus services. But like I said, I booked this with my hotel. A regular taxi can cost anywhere from 35 to 50 euro. It's crazy based off the traffic, distance, where your hotel is. And my hotel is in the heart of the city center, so it's very difficult to access. So I booked it. I got a dude carrying my bag. It was supposed to be a BMW. It ended up being a Land Rover. Okay, still a cool car. And it was a flat fee of 35 euro. It's a bargain. And the journey isn't quick. As you can see, the airport's really in the middle of nowhere. It took me about 44 minutes to get from the airport to my hotel, traveling comfortably, not worrying about if the guy knows where to go or not. He was hired by the hotel to take me there. So again, just a tip, something you can do. And we quickly ended up in the city center. The driver started slowing down to give me some sights and sounds of the city as we pulled in to the more populated old town of Prague. As we arrived near my hotel in Prague, thank you for traveling with me today from Warsaw to Prague on LOT Polish Airlines. But you want more Prague content? You got it. In upcoming episodes, much more on this fantastic city. Plus, we'll have a special guest who grew up in Prague to tell us all about his city. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, share with your friends, make sure you comment and like this video. Thank you so very much for watching this episode. We'll see you next time on Little Did You Know Travel.